The only reason I got this figure was because I actually liked Airrazor in the movie. Other than that, this figure is Hey there guys, Primus Reviews here, and today we're going to be reviewing the Transformers Rise of the Beast Studio Series number 97, Maximal Airrazor. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, please be sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to turn on post notifications so that way you guys are missing an upload. I really hope you guys do enjoy this video. So yeah, let's get started. Now, when this figure was first announced and shown to us, honestly, I was not a huge fan of this figure. I really didn't like it as much. I thought she was gonna be, you know, kinda possibility wasn't gonna be there and all this other stuff, and you know what? It's slightly better, but that's it. Now, taking a quick look at the packaging here, we do have a beautiful image of Airrazor. They're looking very sick. I do quite like that. Do got the Studio Series number 97 Airrazor there. On side of the box here, we do have Airrazor again, looking very, very, very cool. She is a deluxe class. Side of the box again, do got a beautiful image of Airrazor there. Back of the box here, we do have her really cool looking bird form and her robot mode in 23 steps. So yeah, very, very, very cool. Now notice here that she actually does have some paint, like some black paint, you know. Do you guys see it here? No? No? Okay, I didn't think so. Anyway, that was it for the packaging. So let's take a look at this, honestly, okay figure. Now, taking a closer look at Airrazor's face sculptor, you can see it does look actually very, very, very cool. Now, is this accurate? Don't know. She didn't transform in the film, so it is what it is. But again, it does look very, very, very cool. Got that nice green for the eyes. Do got some nice silver right there for the face, looking very cool. Then you're going down on the figure, she does have some nice molded detail on there. I think it does look very cool. Do got some nice silver for the toes there. Do got some nice silver for the kneecaps there, and some silver here and there. But yeah, all in all, it does look very cool. I do actually like the detail on her. I think it does look very sick. Now, just going all around the figure, you know, she does have a backpack, but you know what, it's her wings. I can't really be mad about that too much. But do got some nice green here, some green detail there. I do quite like that. Do got some nice detail in feathers there, looking very sick as well. Get in the back, it is hollow here, but you know, it doesn't bother me too much. Do got some nice parts here sticking out like wings and feathers. But other than that, I think this figure does look very cool. But yeah, I can't really say too much because she didn't really transform in the movie, so you know, when you put that into perspective with all the budget in it. But nonetheless, I think this figure looks very, very cool. It's just, again, do got some nice detail there. I do wish she did have a little bit more paint other than like this, like, color, but you know what, it is what it is. There's nothing more we can do. But again, do got some nice detail there on the, basically her bird face there. But other than that, it does look very cool. Now, this is a heavy retool of the Kingdom version, so there's that. But honestly, if you were supposed to like just show me this, I wouldn't think that at first. Maybe if I like close my eyes a bit, but other than that, I think this figure looks pretty cool. Now, this figure did come with a few accessories, so let's take a look at that now. Well, you know what, she only came with one. Taking a look at Airrazor's only accessory here, we do have her blaster. Yeah, it looks very cool. I do quite like that. Do got some nice, you know, coloring thing. But you know what? At least they colored it. At least it ain't, you know, painted plastic. But it does look very, very, very cool. And let's put it on so that way you guys can see how cool she actually looks with it. Now, to put on Airrazor's blaster, there's basically two ways that you can do it. There's a peg here, hole there. You simply just plug it in like so, like that. Or what you can do is you can make her hold it again, hold there, peg there, and all you can simply do is plug it in like so. But I prefer the one on the arm. I think it does look way, way, way better. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. What's your other blaster? Tell me the same. My copy only came with one blaster. I checked the box. I checked the thing where her accessory is supposed to be stored, and yeah, it didn't show up. I mean, they only put one. So my Airrazor is only one blaster. So yeah, that basically there sums up this figure in my opinion. Oh well, I think it still does look very, very, very cool. I do quite like it, and all in all, I do kind of like this figure. Not really, but you know what? I only got this figure because I like the Airrazor in the movie, so you can't blame me. But other than that, I think this figure does look pretty cool. Now for some size comparisons, here we do have Airrazor next to Bumblebee from Rise of the Beast, and let me just say that I do love this. You can actually see the scale wise of how Airrazor was supposed to be if, of course, she did transform into robot mode, but other than that, I do love how these figures do look together. I think they do look quite amazing, and yeah, all in all, I think this works very well. Is it accurate? I mean, this is how Studio Series represents it, so I guess it's accurate. For my next size comparison, here we do have Airrazor next to the Studio Series Maximal Cheetor, so you can see how they both do look there. And yeah, you can see Cheetor is taller. Of course, Cheetor is a Voyager class, Airrazor is a Deluxe class, but I think they both do look, again, very well together. I think they both do look like Maximals. They both do look like how they did look in the film. Again, Airrazor never transformed, but nonetheless, if she was able to transform, this is how they would look, and honestly, I do quite like this a lot. And for my last size comparison, here we do have Airrazor next to the leader of the Maximals, well, for now, the mainline version of Optimus Primal, so you can see how they both do look there. And again, even though Optimus Primal is a mainline and not a Studio Series figure, I still do think that they both do look very cool. Again, Optimus Primal will be becoming a leader class figure, so that's very cool. I can't wait, but nonetheless, I do think they both do look very cool here. Yeah, again, Optimus Primal will be getting switched out for the Studio Series Leader class, I'm just saying. Now for the articulation, the head is on a ball joint. She can look up that far, she can look down that far. Her arm can move out, bicep swivel, bend at the elbow, and sadly she doesn't have wrist swivel, but her hand does go up and down, so I guess there's something. Now she does have a waist swivel, but you would have to untap the beak here, and then she will have an unlimited waist swivel, so there's that. Her leg can kick up about that far, and it can go back roughly about that far. She doesn't have a thigh swivel, but she does have a knee swivel, bend at the knee, and her feet are on ball joints, so I guess you could do like an ankle pivot here and there. She does have a toe that goes up and down. So posability on her is actually not that bad. I honestly thought she would have less posability, but honestly, she has more posability than I thought, and I do have to give them credit for that. Also, her wings do, move out and stuff. But other than that, I think she has decent posability. Not the best, but overall, I think a pretty good posability nonetheless. But alrighty guys, here is where I transform her into her very cool looking bird mode. Now. She never transformed, so this is how she basically looked in the film from here on out. So here we go. Not gonna lie to you guys, I do actually like her alternate mode. Well, technically her main mode in my opinion, but it does look really cool. I do quite like this. Now, it's not the best. Again, it is just the Kingdom version, just heavily retooled, I'm sorry. But all in all, I think this does look very cool in my opinion. Again, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I do actually quite like this figure. Bringing in closer here, you can see the good details on her head sculpt. I think they look very cool. Do got the green for the eyes there, and again, do got some nice color there. Underneath, it is kind of jam-packed. Doesn't bother me too much. I think that it could be way worse, but honestly, doesn't look too bad. And on the top, I actually do like this. I do like the top part. I think it does look fantastic. I do quite like this a lot. Again, do get the nice detail on the tail there, and there you get to see her wings spread out just a lot better, and man, I do quite like this. Again, it does look very cool. Do got the nice green there, and again, I do like the top part. It's just the bottom is where you get to see all the gapes and the holes and stuff, but you know what, it is what it is. Again, mine only came with one blaster, so that's why there's nothing there. But other than that, I think this does look very cool. Again, her mouth can open and close, so that's pretty cool. Her head can do a full 360 if you wanted to, so she can look up and down as well, which I thank them so much for that. Also, her wings do collapse in as well, like in robot mode, so that way it can make it look like she's just standing there. But other than that, that's basically it for the posability. I mean, she can go down a little bit more if you want to, or go a little bit more up if you wanted to, just to give her that oh yeah, that's one thing I don't like about this figure. These things do untap really easily. But other than that, I do think this alternate mode does look very cool in my opinion, and yeah, I honestly do quite like it. Is it better than the robot mode? It's kind of a 60-40 for me. I do think the robot mode is a little bit better, but other than that, this is how she was supposed to represent in the film. So this is like her in Studio Series form. So yeah, I gotta base it off of this. But you know what? It does look very cool. I'm not gonna lie. Again, her feet are kind of painted in, again, that chrome silver type thing. But other than that, I do think it does look very cool. But other than that, I do quite like this figure. Not the best Maximal, but I think it is a good Airazor, if you know what I mean. But alrighty guys, here is where I am not going to transform her back. Actually, I am going to keep her like this because this is how she was represented in the film. So here's my overall review and my overall grade on this figure. Alrighty guys, there you go. There you had the Transformers Rise of the Beast Studio Series number 97 Maximal Airrazor. Now what do I think? She's alright. She's alright. I'm not gonna lie. Again, pros and cons with this figure. But again, I do think this figure is really cool. And do I suggest you buying her? I do suggest you buying her, but if you just want a standalone Maximal, no. If you're trying to complete the set, of all the Maximals from Rise of the Beast, then yes, she is a much needed addition. Or if you just like Airazor, the character in general, I do think that she is a great addition. I do, again, like this figure. It's just not the best Maximal figure in my opinion. Other than that, she is better than I thought she was. Again, just minor gripes with this figure I don't really like about it, but other than that, I do think that this figure is a pretty cool figure. So for that, I do have to give this figure a solid 7 out of 10. Yes, a 7 out of 10 on this figure is actually really decent. There's just a couple things that I don't like about this figure, so let's talk about it. My first con with this figure is lack of paint. Yes, she does have silver here and there, and I do thank them for that, and again, green here and there, which I do thank them for that as well, but I do think that she does need a little bit more paint. Again, there are some parts and there are some areas where she does look a tad bit bland. Again, I do wish, again, she did have more paint, but nonetheless, I think, again, she does look really cool, but that's just it, like just a little bit more paint. My second con I do have with this figure is lack of posability. I do wish the bird mode did have a little bit more posability. Again, the robot mode does have decent posability. I think it's just in bird form is where she lacks a lot of posability. Again, thank you for the wings. I do really appreciate that. Thank you for the feet. But again, I do wish that she did have more posability in bird mode because I think she would look amazing in a lot more posability. And for my last con is just the packaging itself. Again, how did I only come with one freaking blaster? Again, I do think this figure is good, but it's just not my favorite. Again, I think she could use, again, more paint, more posability, and again, another included blaster. But other than that, I do quite like this figure. Not my favorite, but I do think it's good. Is it a good standalone? If you're just looking for an Airrazor, I guess, but not really. But again, if you're looking to complete the set or you just love the character in general, I think she is a great addition. But other than that, she's alright. But yeah, all in all, again, I do like this figure. It's just, again, just those minor cons, and again, the movie made me buy her because I did like the character Airrazor in the film, and also the transformation is very simple, very easy. I do quite like it. Again, sad we didn't get to see her in a robot mode, but other than that, I do quite like this figure. But alrighty guys, I think that's gonna do it for me. If you guys are new to the channel, please be sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to turn on post notifications so that way you guys are missing upload. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. And again, a 7 out of 10, not bad, but honestly, it is better than what I thought, but it wasn't, like majorly better than what I thought. But other than that, it's been Primus Reviews, and that has been Airrazor, probably one of my favorite Maximal. Remember to stay calm and keep moving on, so I'll make you see you guys on the next one. Bye! Oh, Airrazor, why did you have to die? I can't cry for real because, I just can't, like physically, I just can't force it out, so I really hope you guys are...